There is a story that is told of a once famous and thriving monastery that had fallen on hard times. Of course, over the years, many had come to pray and seek the counsel of the monks who lived there, but no longer. And so the abbot, rather distressed, went to seek the advice of a hermit who lived in the woods. And the hermit said, "I will say this but once, so that you might know, the Messiah is among you." And so the abbot returned to the other monks and told them the words of the hermit, saying, "The Messiah is among you." And suddenly each of those monks looked at one another, trying to figure out who it was among them, who might be the Messiah. But in their search for the Messiah, they who were downtrodden and sometimes less than charitable to each other in these difficult times suddenly became more attentive, more kind, more charitable, recognizing that the Messiah indeed might be and indeed was in their midst. It became cause for rejoicing once their attitude, once their mindset changed. And so did people again flock to the monastery and come to seek their counsel, to join them in prayer and be encouraged by the good works there. To be able to recognize in our midst the presence of the Messiah, the presence of the Holy One, is what allows us to have cause for rejoicing on this third Sunday of Advent. As we light the pink candle and don rose vestments, it is a reminder to us that we are called to rejoice in this season of Advent. Christmas is almost near. Can we recognize the presence of Christ not simply coming as a baby in the manger on Christmas, but can we recognize Christ in our sisters and brothers? And so in recognizing Him there, it might bring rejoicing and peace and healing to the whole human family. John reminds those who would listen to him, "There is one among you whom you do not recognize." Recognizing that Jesus is among us, is present to us, invites us to reflect on that gift of God's love and care for us all. We pray that we too, on this rejoicing Sunday, be able to recognize the Lord in the breaking of the bread, in the sharing of His word, and enfleshed in our sisters and brothers. That day indeed will truly be one for rejoicing.